Depressions and anxieties are, we've seen people who come here and then who practice meditation able to heal. But what is required? We got to continue to have this regular practice. We just have to be in the practice. Just the way daily food is required, daily prana. If we believe daily prana is necessary, to whatever degree we believe it, then it's required. And so then daily meditation is necessary to create this beautiful, strong mind.
I try to feel the breath. I mean, I consciously try to feel the breath and also try to feel that inner aliveness intermittently majority of the times while I'm working, while I'm dealing with my external vendors or the customers or within the company, my colleagues. I try to be with subtly, it will not be obvious when I'm in the meetings also. I just feel conscious breath and then feel that aliveness. That is giving me lightness.
This is the first opportunity for me to do the meditation. And the day when I started doing meditation, when I started practicing the meditation, like I'm getting good sleep. I'm not taking any medication for sleeping. Yeah, this is the big change for me.
Practice diabetes and thyroid. I am a diabetes and thyroid consultant at a charitable trust. So I see how the patients feel and how troubled they are. So I could understand that now I should also instruct them in a similar manner. Otherwise, I become slightly aggressive when they don't follow my instructions about the diet and everything.
And my journey to meditation started with when I had to go through some emergency surgery. And after that, it was like, my life changed 360 degree. Fully, it was like filled with physical challenges, mental challenges. But then I came to this 40-day program, and simultaneously I was reading all the books that Sir had suggested. I could really see the change in myself. All those small bits of scary thoughts that were coming in my mind, slowly they had no influence on me. Like whenever I used to go into that corner of my house and felt very miserable at that time, that thought did not really made any, it was not significant for me after meditation. I really could see that all these thoughts and all that memory that I had created was very blurred now. It did not affect me. And that was a big thing for me. And meditation has magically helped me to come out of it. Otherwise, I don't think I would have come out of it so courageously. That
as a doctor, I am seeing so many patients just because they are non-vegetarian. And so I am promoting more meditation than more than meditation. Patients, they found very drastical improvement in their lives.
Welcome everyone to day 9, week 2 of 40-day program. As part of Health Week, we will continue to hear from Chandra sir. Chandra sir, please take over.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, evening. It always feels wonderful to meet people and come back. They're in a 2-day tour to Hyderabad. Many youngsters were there in a workshop. We know that meditation gives a great hope. If youngsters had practically no learning during their graduate programs, undergraduate programs, because of lack of resources. They have a degree, but they don't have any confidence whatsoever. They have huge financial pressures, social pressures to settle, to earn money. There's meditation that Patriji took to lakhs, hundreds of thousands of individuals, youngsters, a lot of them, gain this hope and confidence with a few days and few weeks of practice, because they're also absorbing pretty quickly. They have less resistance. Every year we live, we have more accumulated, so we have more prejudice, more judgment. So it takes more time to dissolve all of it. For youngsters, it is less time. So very happy that this meditation goes to everybody. So I was there in a workshop, mostly were youngsters there on Sunday, and they're meeting some of Buddha's CEOs. Good to meet Archana Madam, first time there, and Lakshmi Madam and others have come. I was meeting the very senior masters in Hyderabad yesterday. I've been there with Patriji, who handle largest projects for PSSM, the PMC channels, and the Hyderabad Pyramid Spiritual Trust. Hanumantraj garu and Bhaskar Reddy garu. One thing that happens is that when you meet people, our consciousness expands. When you go to new places, our consciousness expands. Experiencing the same thing every day, versus then you step out and then meet new people, new places, utilize or see or experience new things, then we are learning fundamentally. Every time we learn, our consciousness expands. Of course, meditation is slowing us down to help us to listen, receive, to experience that more. And so that's how we are learning. Knowledge is precursor to experience. So we look for every opportunity to meet, experience new, so to meet people, just to do that. Just by doing that, we learn more, we understand more, we observe more, and so then we get better. Consciousness expanding means we are getting better, we're experiencing more in our life. When I met those youngsters, I felt my trip was worth it. Waking up early at 3 o'clock to catch a flight, I had to go there because it's a whole day workshop in Hyderabad. Sometimes you feel, what the hell, I mean, why do you have to do this? You have to go up so early, do these early flights. But then the moment you sit down there, I mean, you start observing the requirement, the hope in the youngsters when they're going through these lessons, that our beliefs are the ones that are holding back. And if I can understand what belief is limiting me, and then if I can figure out and build an awareness and then replace that with something else, then we have a lot of good stuff coming in our way, because it's always the limitations, the beliefs that are held in subconscious mind as the programs that operate our life that stop us from experiencing. If I failed an interview 3 times, then I have a belief now that it's not possible for me to clear an interview. So the next time you're going into another interview, now you're shivering, and then you're making this subconscious, invisible affirmation that without even knowing. And so then you're constantly sending a signal in a way that we fumble and we falter with the interview, next interview, next interview. So keep missing. when you explain this concept, they are hopeful. You know that they've got it. You know that no, they have something more to look for, to realize what they're looking for. They have a tool that they can practice, that they can realize what they're looking for. You feel good. All challenges, that irritation that we had disappear. Our problems become smaller when we go and meet others where their problems and their situations are always much, much larger. We are so lucky, or sorry, no word lucky. We are so blessed, we say. That's why I express gratitude for everything we have. So we needed to cover a little bit on what does it mean to be experiencing emptiness. We're going to talk about it after meditation, and then utilize the time for Q&A today. So we are practicing, dear friends, breath mindfulness meditation. For welcome to anybody who is new. Our goal is to remove or reduce thought, and then be in that lesser thought state mind. And as you reduce the thought and thought, slowly mind becomes empty. And your goal is to be in an empty state of mind for as much as possible. In this meditation, we want to empty the mind and then be in that empty state. Empty state means reduced thought state, a lesser thought state to zero thought state. Our goal is to empty the mind. And how do we do it? Then I put up a chart. We do this by observing our normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath with our eyes closed. So you see the boy sitting on the floor, the girl sitting in the sofa, and you see in the picture, either on the floor, in the sofa, in the chair. Keep your legs crossed, fingers into fingers, fingers into fingers like this, not open hands, fingers into fingers, clasp them together, and then keep them resting your hands in your lap comfortably. The position where you're going to rest is comfort is important. Whatever comforts you. By keeping your hands, some people keep it a little further along the legs, some people are very close to the belly, whatever that is, your stomach, wherever that is, that you feel comfortable. Rest your hands comfortably anyway. And then closing your eyes, if you're wearing spectacles, remove them and close your eyes. Sit comfortably, take back support, and then observe your natural breath. Anyway, as a reference point on the nose, you put your attention there, preferably in the middle of the eyebrows, and observe your natural breath. When you observe the breath, the mind becomes empty. As the mind is empty, we experience emptiness, blackness all around, where there's nothing to experience, there's nothing to notice, there's nobody to be there, nobody to observe. So that is the state of emptiness, and be there, witness it, observe it. And then as you observe slowly, you may experience some kind of sensation or movement, energy experience. Be a witness to it. So we close your eyes, observe our breath slowly, mind becomes, slowly, thoughts come down, mind becomes empty, and then observe it. That emptiness, black, dark, anything. And then continue to observe, and then slowly you may have some kind of sensation or movement or vision. Observe it. At any given time you have thought, you bring your attention back to the breath and again observe breath, and slowly go into empty state. It's called breath mindfulness meditation. Before we do this, we are practicing heart elevation process. Follow my guidance for this simple process for 5 minutes we're doing, which helps us to elevate into a higher emotion and then moves us into a deeper meditative states. And then we go to breath mindfulness meditation from there. Relax yourself, dear friends, sit comfortably. As for my guidance for this process of heart elevation, with your eyes closed, dear friends, specs removed. Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, with your hands on your chest area, resting your attention on your heart center, feel your beautiful heart. With a slow, long, relaxing man, with a slow, long, relaxing breath, can you feel the seed of all emotions, the center of emotions, which is nurturing, which is helping you thrive with its emotions and energies of love, compassion, gratitude. Recollect an experience from your past, from your present, where you felt enormous love, kindness, compassion, care, or any of the higher emotions. Recollect an experience of love and relive that moment and feel that energy. Can you intend to send that energy, to direct that energy to everything and everybody on this planet Earth to help them heal? Come on, friends, where your attention goes, There the energy flows. Allow to radiate this energy to everybody. The more we experience this emotion, this energy of love, compassion, the more coherent we become with all things and everybody. We are all specks of energy intricately connected with each other in this quantum energy field. Love, compassion, gratitude are all helping us become coherent to experience that connection again. Feel. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. When you observe your breath, the mind slowly becomes empty of thought. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness, that blackness. It is natural to have thought. When you recognize your thinking, go back to observing your breath, dear friends, and allow yourself to slowly experience emptiness as your mind is becoming empty. As your thoughts are becoming lesser and lesser, you allow your body to function at its natural best. You develop a greater power of thought. and yourself. To merge into your breath. And allow yourself to stay aware of that blackness, that emptiness. That field of light. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of energy, the field of infinite possibilities, the field of eternal wisdom and intelligence. The more you stay connected to this emptiness of no body, of no thing, the more possibilities you draw into your life. The more insights that flow into your life. stay aware of that emptiness, that void. We are less matter, more energy. And yourself to experience this emptiness, this energy. Everything that you ever experienced or will experience is here in this field of emptiness. The more you stay aware of it, the more experiences you draw into your life. Allow yourself to merge into the emptiness. This is your higher mind, that greater awareness. Everybody and everything are connected in this field of energy.
Friends, at this time, let's express gratitude. Gratitude to all things and everybody. It's truly an honor to and privilege to be experiencing this life at this time of history. Many are not so blessed. Can you express gratitude to your parents, teachers, mentors, family, friends, colleagues, everybody in your life? Be grateful to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals, the things used, the technology, the system, the governments, the institutes. Your gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent universe, the quantum field. Gratitude is the high state of receivership. Relax your body and let your autonomous nervous system repair your body.
Gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me.
Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then you may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoy the session. It doesn't make sense to stress ourselves out to meditate. Because I'm not getting this experience, I'm not able to concentrate, I'm not able to feel the way others are feeling. The best way is to be in a zero state. I don't know anything about meditation. I'm just coming here fresh and new. I sit down and then do what they're saying, so observe the breath. Then there are no expectations, right? So then we can go through it easily. So what's emptiness? Emptiness means being in a place where there is no body, where there is nothing, where there is no place. Emptiness is simply that, nothing more. You take a room and the room is full of furniture and then objects and stuff, and then remove all of them, it is empty. Right? The room is, everything is removed one by one. So I say it's all empty now. You can move in, our house is empty, you can move in. Imagine the same thing is happening when we are reducing, when the thoughts are getting lesser and lesser, and the mind is becoming emptier and emptier, because every thought is about, always about some form, some material form. More often than not, it's about a material form. Because all we learn is about material forms, things. Or we hear about experience, but experiences constitute not, again, those material forms. In an experience, you have people, some animals, there are living beings, there are places, there are things like laptops, mobile phones, books, food. There are places. I was in Hyderabad with a whole bunch of people yesterday in that beautiful center called Gurusthan. I must mention this. It's a lovely meditation center, Gurusthan. Master Nagendra and then a few others are running it. Must go and experience the energies there. Are made up of nice indoor pyramids, welcoming people, energetic masters there. You will slip into meditation, you'll slip into deeper states pretty quickly when you go into these places. So emptiness is, as the thoughts are coming down, one by one, a stream, bunch of thoughts by bunch of thoughts start disappearing. When you're closing your eyes, withdrawing your senses by closing your eyes inward, withdrawing senses inward, then you're observing the breath, so there is nothing to attend to your thought, and so thoughts have to come down. If you have attention on thought, then thoughts flare up. Where you place your attention, there your energy is there. So our attention is away from the thought, and so thoughts come down. As thoughts come down, the thoughts about, let's say, my office disappears, my workplace disappears. As thoughts come down, some thoughts have to come down. Some are about workplace, some are about spouse, some are about family, some are about financial situation, my future vacation, my past, people that I lost, the conflicts they had. Thoughts are about how the politicians are doing this and that. Now, as the thoughts come down, the politicians disappear, the work environment disappears, the projects disappear, Projects disappear, means the company, the entities, the people all around, all of that disappears, right? The places disappear. You might have vacation in many, many places, and you had memories of them. As the thoughts come down, all of them are not there anymore with you. So we are taking out one by one everything that we know of. Just like in a room, you're clearing the furniture, you're vacating the house, you got to clear everything one by one. So we are also removing, as the thoughts come down, one by one of the people, places, things. So everything is removed from the earth planet. As you're removing everything from your room, and imagine everything is removed from the room. Now the room, why should the room exist? Remove the walls. Imagine now slowly only the house shell is there. Remove the house shell, that's also gone. Then slowly the whole layout, the community, that is removed. Then the city where you live is removed. The country is removed. The world, planet Earth is removed. Then other planets are removed. The sun is removed. Now what happens? We've forgotten about sun and the stars are removed. Then what are we left with? We go on removing one by one. As the thoughts are coming down, we go on remove one by one. Then what are we left with? Can anybody tell if sun and stars are removed, and ultimately what are we left with? Write in the chat. Great. If sun and stars are removed, sky is left. Okay, no, sky is removed. When sun and stars are removed, we hear there's darkness. When there's no light, there is darkness out there. It's black. First of all, it's empty. There's no objects around. Everything has been removed. Sky is empty, right? Sky is empty. Oh, you had very, very cloudy sky, but now thought is gone about clouds. The clouds are also not there. Everything that you ever know of, everything is removed. So then it's all, number one, empty. Number two, then how does it show up? It could be that dark. It could be dark. It is black. What happens when you close your eyes? A lot of times we experience blackness, right? So when we are observing our breath and when we are slowly, as the thoughts are coming down, they naturally come down. We don't do anything because what are we doing? We are moving our attention, that energy, away from the thought to something else. But we're moving it to something called breath, which has the capability to diminish itself. It diminishes. The breath alone is diminishing. The breath is there. It's an intelligent breath is there to power the body. And if the body requires less energy, then breath also needs to be regulated to have less and less. It does not. It's a very intelligent process. When we're shutting down our body with our eyes closed, so suddenly we're shutting down our sensory perception because eyes closed. We're directing inward, pratyahara. When you do that, then body requires less and less energy to process anyway. So the breath becomes short and lighter. It's a process that happens because it's intelligent. It's not some random thing that happened to us. So when you're observing the breath, the subtle observation of the breath, rather than growing, it is shrinking because the body does not require much energy. So it's regulated through it. It is an intelligent process taking care. Now, however, the beautiful side effect is you remove attention away from the thought. Thoughts come down. Thoughts come down. So the thoughts are coming down. Everything is getting removed. Then we start finding emptiness. That emptiness is darkness. And darkness means black for some. What is darkness? First thing you think of is black. What is empty? So the darkness could be black and any other color that may be for you, depending on what you got in your bedroom every day in the night, because that's what your darkness is. Or, step back a bit, it's emptiness. We're talking about emptiness. What's emptiness? The sky could be emptiness. The sea is emptiness. Whatever that is to you, what emptiness is. You're at the top of a peak, and then from there you watch, and if that's what you have from your childhood, and then you find that to be vast, empty. If you associate that with emptiness, then that's what you may see, emptiness. The characteristic is that it's void of things, it's void of people, it's void of places, nothing there. Now, this emptiness happens, it's not something you created. What are we supposed to do? We're observing our breath. And observe the breath, thoughts are coming down, that's happening. We're not doing anything. Observe the breath, thoughts come down. You may become aware that okay, there is something is doing, my mind is becoming empty, some calmness is coming. Of course, that is the first effect of thoughts coming down. That much you know. You may not directly say, oh, thoughts have come down. You may not directly say that. You may directly know. But you know that, okay, there is some kind of calmness coming. Great. You start experiencing the natural states of ours. You just start feeling some kind of peaceful, a little bit. The moment nothing is there, you feel peace. You feel peace is what? Very calm, very still, some little bit of contented, not really bothered for some ways, not disturbed. So body is really, really relaxed state. That's all peacefulness. So you'll feel that. So thoughts are coming down. And so then we start feeling calmness. Now as thoughts come down further, now when I say experience emptiness and you put your attention onto your left, onto your right, onto your front, center, back, anywhere, then if you're observing that I don't find anything around me, now if I'm sufficiently have my eyes open here and I close my eyes, the first thing that I get to know is that, okay, I've got these three lights here. There's one light, one light, one light here. Three lights are there around me. Even if I close my eyes, my awareness is still there of lights. And I know that, okay, there's got this wall partition here. This side is a solid wall. There is curtain here. All of that is there. All that awareness of it is there in the beginning. But as you observe the breath, and the first thing is going to happen is that those surface thoughts disappear. So suddenly, everything that I'm experiencing immediately starts going away. That means my awareness of the walls here around the lights is also going away. And then you continue to be observing the breath, or as the breath is coming down, as the thoughts are also going down, breath becomes lesser and lesser and lesser and lesser. That means you have, at some point, you have nothing to observe. And by that time, your mind would have gotten fully empty. That empty state where you are putting your attention around, there's nothing there for you to experience. You're not seeing, noticing any more the people at the office, the challenge that was there. And so then you are in the state of emptiness. How does it show up? It could be totally black. It's blackness for a lot of people. It's just black. All around is black by default. Until the time you're aware of the light, it is some kind of light hitting you, but it's black. But it's black, it's dark for many people. Now, as you are in that state of darkness, and then suddenly many things will happen. Quantum physics, all emptiness is energy. There is fundamentally energy everywhere, electromagnetic energy everywhere. So there is energy. Now, how do you experience that energy? Now, this is the beautiful thing about meditation. Now, as you're experiencing this blackness or emptiness, now everything may happen pretty quickly. So it's not like one after the other slowly, right? You're closing your eyes, observing the breath, and then suddenly you might notice some kind of blackness around. You may or may not. Now, suddenly you may start noticing a lot of light around you. Because that emptiness is energy. That energy means it could be what? Ultimately, light is energy. So it could be just that. It could be just that light, energy. It could be some golden light, it could be purple light, pink light, whatever that could be. It could be suddenly a lot of light that you're flooded into. Or it could be blackness slowly becoming light. One experience. Or that emptiness, and where blackness is there, darkness is there, which is then suddenly, as you are there, suddenly you may start having some kind of a sensation. We're saying always. You may have some kind of sensation. You may start seeing heaviness on the head, some tingling sensation going on in the fingers or in the body. That movements of the body, that You may see that, hey, what's happening? My body is lifting up. Oh my God, where am I going somewhere? I'm flying now. You may see that thing, or your body is expanding, contracting. All of that happen, can happen, may happen. So all of that is what we are terming meditation experiences. Things that happen involuntarily without you doing anything. All you are doing is attending to the breath, and then as the breath is disappearing slowly, as we observe the breath becomes lighter and shorter, lighter and shorter. As the body settles down, as the mind is settling down into less and lesser thought, very less amounts of energy is required to power these autonomous functions of the body. So the breath also becomes lighter, lighter, lighter. You have nothing to observe at some point. Then you are into the empty states. And so then you may have this black darkness, or you may have some kind of light, or you may have not gone to those states instead of directly experiencing some kind of sensation, movement, vision, colors. All right, friends? It's not something we create. When I say allow yourself to experience that emptiness, now this is guiding those who are slipping into the emptiness to go deeper. I don't want you to create it. At that point, if you catch yourself with a thought, go to breath. When I say that, allow yourself to experience emptiness, the darkness. If you are catching yourself with the breath or with thought, if you are with the breath, be with the breath, and slowly that observing the breath will guide you towards empty states. You may not even ever notice an empty state, by the way. As you observe the breath, suddenly you may slip into a state where you don't know where you are. The only thing you know, after 10 minutes, suddenly I'm saying, or no, some music you're hearing again and say, oh gosh, where did I go? Did I sleep? Something like that will happen. You're not aware of yourself, but that is very natural. So for many people, it's happening for many, many days. It happens when you're not aware where you are. You sit down and observe the breath. The next moment, you don't know where you are. And then you wake up, suddenly some thought is there. Again, then you are observing the breath. The same thing happens. That's fine too. It's fine too. The only thing that matters, dear friends, and I want to really assure and then emphasize, is that we, with our eyes closed, observe the breath. And as you observe the breath, as the breath is coming down, you lose track of the breath, that you have nothing to observe. When that point comes where there's nothing to observe, where you feel like you're going somewhere, you let go of it. That somewhere, whatever that is happening, some kind of heaviness sensation, switch your attention towards sensation. Don't try to hold on to the breath. Don't try to bring your breath back again and say, wait a minute, where did my breath go? And then don't try to bring your breath back and again start observing. Don't do that. The moment you are switching to some kind of a sensation and experience, where you lost track of the breath that you were otherwise experiencing a few seconds before, the moment you lose track of the awareness of the breath, good, continue. Just don't come back to the breath. Continue, and then be a witness to everything happening until the time you have a thought. So what matters? Observing the breath. Slowly, slowly, you may go somewhere, doesn't matter. The next thing that matters is that if you have a thought, attention back to the breath. That means you're coming back to the body. If you know you're not thinking, that means you are good. You are in a state of meditation. Whatever that may be the state, stay there. Not to bring your attention back to the breath. Stay there, whatever may be the state. The only time you are bringing your attention back to the breath is when you feel you have thought, not otherwise. Right? Hope that clarifies what emptiness is and what it's mean to be being with the meditation experience. Now, for example, one of the experience is that you are traveling suddenly, your body is lifting up, and then suddenly you see yourself in some galaxies, some stars, some Himalayas, some mountains. Notice it. Notice it. Watch it like a movie. The movie is happening fast-paced, so then you're not really trying to see, hey, what happened 1 hour ago, what happened 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. Instead, you're there right now, going through what is going through, without analyzing. So do that. We observe it, we notice it, and see without analysis. Right? This body is spinning, this head is spinning, something heavy is there, I don't know where I am. faint music is there. Chandra's voice is there somewhere deep inside, he's saying something. It doesn't matter. That's a great experience to be in. Be there in that state. Don't bother about coming back and say, hey, what is that instruction that's coming to me? That instruction is immaterial. It is secondary. Beyond a point, the music is secondary. The experience of where we are, experience something beyond normal, something beyond what you are not even doing involuntary, is the energy experience that you want to be with, to be aware of it. Now, this is a training. In our meditation, we have 3 trainings. First training, the moment you close your eyes, automatically our attention goes to observing the breath. As I observe the breath, automatically thoughts come down, but our attention needs to be on the breath. The starting point is to be on the breath without opening our eyes. The training 1 is to not open the eyes, no matter what. Be in that eyes closed state. That means you're disconnected from the world in many ways through these sensory perceptions, because eyes are the biggest creators of experience through senses. So don't open the eyes. Training 1. Initially, it is difficult. Some people are opening, but keep your eyes closed, no matter what. Make a resolution. I am sitting for 1 hour complete with my eyes closed. So what? I'm going to do it. What happens worst case? We're sitting down comfortably, right? And second training, as you observe the breath, slowly mind is becoming empty. And so then you have some kind of an experience, the darkness, the blackness, some sensation, moment. Observe it, witness it, don't interpret it. Oh, yesterday it happened so dark. Today also I'm going to go into this dark tunnel. Don't have that interpretation. Just, so this is a training again. Because the analytical wants to interpret, analytical mind wants to interpret. But you practice it a few times, the brain is learning, right? And our subconscious learning. And so then next time when you have an experience, you don't interpret it. You say, wow, I'm going to go through a nice movie here right now. I want to experience what it is. I will write down later. So you won't interpret it. It happens automatically. Third thing is when there is thought, we have to bring our attention back to the breath, developing the awareness to attention back to the breath. Now, what happens? Suppose you're having, sometimes you're addicted to this emotion, right? And so you're thinking about a poor incident that happened. And so you go on being in that emotion, thinking, analyzing. When thoughts are there, that event is going through, then it's difficult to break out of that emotion. So you're going in there. No, wait. Let me think over that again, more and more. You're in the thought, you're lost in the thought. So is the case with a good emotion too. You are having a beautiful visualization about some good solution coming for a problem. You got to solve today at workplace, you're having that. And so then that is also happening, but you're not able to come out of it. And awareness is required to break that and come back to the breath because you are going through a thought. So this is also a third training. When there are thoughts, then bringing your attention back to the breath is a training that happens as the brain has to learn. A new circuit is getting formed in the brain about when I have thoughts, my goal, my next step is to bring our attention back to the breath. It's a training brain goes through. We do it for a few times. That time is 40 days. 21 days for an initial habit, 40 days to sustain that thing, and then really have it as a strong circuit in the brain called a meditation brain, which knows that I must sit down, the eyes closed, not open the eyes. So it gets used to it. So even if there is feel like trouble, it's still not open the eyes over a period of time. You're sitting down because it got used to it, right? It does it for you. And then when there are some experiences, it knows that I should not interpret. It got used to it. It'll do it. That's the subconscious program, good subconscious program to have. And then as you go around, then suddenly thoughts come, then it is aware, wait a minute, I'm in meditation. So let me pull my thought back, attention back to the breath. So this will happen, dear friends, automatically. 40 days is essential to regularly practice it. Like everything, exceptions are there. Some people are able to be in it in a few days. Some require more than 40 days. But then benefits are there with which we hold on to it. Thank you very much. I still want to do Q&A. At 7:30, do any announcements, Richa madam?
Yes, sir.
Any
We have announcement related to the practitioner quiz. All those participants who have opted for practitioner certificate needs to take up quiz 1. We will be sending information related to that in your mail. Please check your mail and attempt the same. Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay, friends. So thank you very much. We'll take the questions in 15 seconds. And if we plan time till here, thank you. A lot happens generally from 7:30 to 8 in terms of people coming and freely sharing their experiences. So if you have time, please stay back to listen to them because a lot of learning is happening through it. Or if you don't, see if you can find time later to play and see what are the questions, what are the experiences that are there. Okay. But if you couldn't manage the time, that still be okay. Go through the program and then maybe post the program, you can back and listen to all of it. Thank you. Questions shortly. Richard. Ritu.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, so much for this lovely explanation and your exposure to giving us the chance to experience a different kind of meditation. I have a question. Experiences apart, sometimes it's difficult to stay whether you are differentiate between sattvic meditative state and the tamasic state. I mean, how do you differentiate it? I have gone through these phases, and I would rather term myself as getting lazy at that time. Is it so? Because my other
madam,
professional
we need to have
or something suffers. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Let's simplify this. Thoughts are thoughts. There's no sattvic, tamasic here, and there's no laziness here. They are thoughts. And so when we are experiencing something, what's happening here? What's coming onto the screen? Oh, wait. I see. Camera charged out. Okay. So what we are experiencing at any given time is with a thought, with a thought that is there, we're bringing up and experiencing it, which is the body-mind state. The other one is an energy-mind state. We become empty, then we start experiencing the energy. So then something is showing up there with you. Rather heaviness, lightness, those are easy to understand. They're not something you're thinking about cooking. They are hallucinating about. But sometimes you legitimately are seeing a friend walking down to you and saying something, suppose, then it becomes difficult to understand, is it your thought projection or is it an experience coming from the quantum field? But that's all. The thought is a thought. Now it is, you are experiencing something that is a thought from the body mind. That means a conscious mind. You're not empty. It's not coming from the energy field. But a lot of times when you're going to the empty state, then we're receiving information signal comes from the energy field. So we just have to distinguish between these two. Whenever you're experiencing something like, you are seeing, let's say, Jesus Christ or Socrates or Mahatma Gandhi, somebody, am I imagining here right now, or is it something that is showing up? That's a dilemma.
Yeah. It could be an illusion, hallucination.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Am I imagining illusion, or it is something is happening? This becomes, we get trained over a period of time. They're not hallucinations for most people who are practicing, because for how on earth suddenly you think of some plateau, where is it coming from? Many people tell they don't even know who that person with beard is, but then only afterward, then they go and see in the picture, they say, oh, this is this person I saw. How do you even imagine somebody like that? So many times when I see these experiences, when you're experiencing something, they are not hallucinations. Our analytical mind just does not want to agree. That's the problem. It does not want to agree. It always wants to label everything and say, oh, this is from me, this is from that, this is from this. For a period of time of regular practice, I talked about on day 3 or day 4, one of the things that meditation is doing is to subdue the analytical mind's operation. Unnecessarily coming up and rationally trying to say that, oh, this is my thought, this is my projection. How can it be my past? I just have a vision. Is it my past? That vision keeps coming up every day for this person, maybe experiencing a past life situation. But it can't accept, because number one, doesn't know, first of all, it is a past life. Even if they know, it hasn't gotten to the depth of it to accept, not ready to experiment, instead ready to rationalize first. So what do we do if the analytical mind doesn't accept? Okay, fine, you don't believe it, then fine, continue to meditate more. It'll take a few days and few minutes later, listening to more people and how they're benefiting from that experience. Then you also start looking at accepting it at some point of time. Automatically it'll come. And some things are very, very clear. You know it. You know, you couldn't be flying. You couldn't be imagining flying from there, from the roof of the ceiling, looking at your physical body lying down there. You can't be imagining that. So you know that it is something else. So some things are clear, some things are where the thoughts, which are what we make term experiences, sometimes, many times experiences is what we think are thoughts, and so we ignore them. When there is benefit of doubt, you decide, if it is slightest possibility of least expected thing. Today you are here in Bangalore, you're busy with your offices and home, and then suddenly you are getting some people from US, which you're not even thought about. That's your experience. Give the benefit of doubt to as a meditation experience. When you are actively here and you're thinking about office and car repair that you anyway thought about sufficiently last night, and then so potentially that is a projection of thought. So give benefit of doubt there and say, oh yeah, it's potentially my thought. I'll come back to observing the breath. First case, let me observe what's going on. Who is that friend? Who is that person in America saying something? Let me witness it. It's like my dream. Second case, here potentially thought, let me go to the breath and observe the breath.
And
Okay.
it's very easy, very enticing also to just sit and do nothing.
Yes.
You like it. And when you like it, you tend to do more of it. And when you do more of it, your other worldly work or duties, they are neglected in some way when you are pressurized, under pressure to finish them.
So they're not. I think that's also the worry that we have. People, there is a worry that if you are meditating, then slowly you pull back from your worldly affairs. Oh my God, my husband may forget me. My children will ignore me as parents, and what will happen to me? They'll take care of me. All these kinds of things will happen. All right. I can assure you, no husband has forgotten a wife or otherwise in meditation.
I've got a lot of things to do in the office.
They've forgotten all the unwanted things they've gotten from them. Yes.
So a lot of... Sorry, please continue.
Go ahead.
There are a lot of work pressure. So I like to meditate, and especially when it's cold and all, you like to sit and just not do anything and it may it is kind of procrastination.
So, so there is a possibility that there is using meditation, spirituality as an escape mechanism. Okay,
Yeah,
it's a
yes.
bypass. Spiritual escaping or bypassing, we call it. There is a possibility, right? We ask for, first of all, that state will not last for too long, number one. The whole idea of meditation is to get in touch with the consciousness. We are in touch with the consciousness, which is aware, pushing us to go towards a purpose. It's going to happen. It's bound to happen. Okay. But somebody is justifying, and I have a lot of problems. I go into meditation, so for the next 1 hour, I'm full, I'm empty. So I feel good, so I go and do it more and more. We do see that too. Some people have taken those drastic decisions to run away from the life problems in the context of meditation, spirituality, and then taking to what do you call, renounce everything. These things are essential. Wisdom is essential. That wisdom that, yes, this state, if I'm slipping in, am I using it as a bypass mechanism to escape from a problem? And then that wisdom is essential, because then when you hear this class, then you know it. When you read it a second time and a third time, you know that, wait a minute, I may be slipping to escape and to come back. Wisdom is essential. And second, people, that good company is essential. Satsang is essential. Be with people who are meditators, who are always identifying such states and then helping you to go back into it. Some people come and then tell me, I want to resign my job. I say, wait, don't even do anything like this. Resign my job, it may not be an escape mechanism, but they are now feel like this is too good a path, so then maybe I don't have to. I feel like I can resign and then live here. I say, don't take anything drastic decisions for everything. Just validate again and again, listening to your heart, what is right for you. We don't have to rush in to take any decision, no hurry for anything. But when those who are slipping into those states of escape mechanism, then other friends or co-meditators, the masters will notice it. You're using that an escape mechanism, bypass mechanism, so they're there to help you. So it's important to have the knowledge. It's important to, of course, have the right company so that we are growing beautifully in meditation and this practice. Okay.
And the third thing,
We'll take another question from somebody and come back to you. I'll come back
so
to you.
you
For
don't.
sure. Otherwise, finish it. What's the third thing?
No, sir, you said about wisdom, satsang, and
Well, service, which constitutes of all of this. Doing service means that you are closely there in having these, and doing service means automatically overcoming. The reason why people use it as escape mechanism is to overcome challenges. And we have a lot of problems. The problems have become so big in our minds that it's difficult to comprehend around them. Overwhelming. And so when you go into service, of course, number one, there's great support. Number two, then we, of course, are getting in touch with everything else, the reality of the world around. And so a lot of times our problems become so small. I mentioned this in the beginning today. Our problems become small, so overcome that pretty easily. So easily you come out of these bypass mechanisms there. Okay.
thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Two of my daunting questions.
Wonderful. Thank you, but how are meditations going?
I have gone through both of these problems, and I'm yet searching where am I? Whether, sometimes some days I feel good, and some days, like you say, when I feel overwhelmed, there's too much of work to be finished. I kind of slump into this as a procrastinating escape.
I thought here I saw mythology. Is it still there? Left. Left. I would like us to hear his experience. Left. Okay.
Yeah.
Madam, we want to, first of all, become zero of the past. Please do not relate to what you are experiencing today, as I have gone through both of this in the past.
Okay, yeah.
I ask everybody the same thing. Please do not relate to, because we have the tendency to relate to past and say, okay, I've gone through it, so whilst I'm going through it, I don't know it's going to solve me, because then we don't have the hope again. Because we conclude already that this is equivalent to something we've gone through, and there I don't have a solution, so I may not have a solution here. Already the doubt comes. We can't tell with certainty it is the same thing as the past, can we? It may appear like past, but it's not the same. Two mountains look alike, but they're not the same, isn't it? So the first thing is to not relate to any past and say, okay, I'm here for something. Let me go through it. Why should I bother about comparing what that meditation also that taught me this, here also they're telling me this. It didn't work for me, so I don't know it's going to work for me now. That's what comes. Consciousness has set us up in a way that we are always learning and moving forward in our life from one step to step. When you give sufficiently large amount of time in your life, you can go back and analyze, and you can go back and contemplate and say, every 5 years, I've always only become better and better as a person due through the events. I had experienced something higher and higher and higher. Everything is always growing in life, never shrinking. The nature of reality of consciousness is to expand and expand and expand, ever expand with newer experiences. So is the case with us. So if we are here from another meditation, then we most certainly, I can assure you, just the very nature of fundamental nature of consciousness is that we are going to learn something new, and so we're going to have a different experience for the good. If only we dissociate ourselves from the past, because otherwise we create the same of the past, the way we say it. That's why. Yes, Iramali. Iramali.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Yes, madam.
I convinced myself to interact with you. I was very reluctant to come out like this and, talk to you. And you have been inspiring me from the very first day with your knowledge. And so what I want to share is my experience. Since I've started this program, I've been...
Can you introduce yourself first?
I am, Iram Ali, and I am from Pakistan. And I'm also a therapist here, a counselor. And I am also teaching meditation for some time. And I have also been done other meditation programs with PSSM. And I have interacted with Patriji lots of times. And they inspired me also to, teach meditation here in my country. So I have been doing it for some time, like not very regularly, but still I've done some of it. So, yeah. So what I like to share is really my feelings that have been coming up in this program. Like since this program started, I think that I actually lost two people very close to me. And the thing is that has affected me for years now. It affects me a lot, because what has happened that those feelings have come up with full intensity again for some reason, for this for this time, like for this program. I don't know why it's happened, but because they affect me in a lot of way. I think that they do come in my cognitive functions from time to time. I find that I am not that, sometimes I lose my focus, my concentrations, I get very agitated. So in this session also today, I was actually crying, and I felt a lot of fear today. And actually, I was very reluctant to open up like this, because when I'm experiencing fear, obviously, I just want to isolate myself. I don't want to talk to anyone. But I said, no, I must come out and share my experience, because this is going to help me. And I feel that there is something really, something blocking my brain now in this moment. And I felt this heaviness, and also, you know, the fear with that I feel with my present relationships, that, you know, I will lose them somehow. And so, you know, there's this struggle between going on in me, and it's the fear actually. What is really possessing me at this moment is this really great fear in this moment. Yes.
Thank you, Arunji, to share that. First of all, congratulations for teaching meditation there. We're always going through situations to become more stronger and better, you know that. Meditation is accelerating our learning in many ways. So like, of course, anything, these are big losses, big. Suddenly when you have, and then two of them back to back can be big. But that, as you know, this is a solution. That fear, the repercussions of whatever that maybe they're going through subconscious, you're not even aware. Why so much fear? But it all be related to some of the past experience and events of past, of many things. So, but then it all must dissolve, and it will dissolve as you know it.
I hope so. It affects my life a lot, because you see, it keeps on coming back. There is no end to it. Really, you know, and sometimes, because I was plunged into depression for a very long time after this happened, and I really worked on my depression, my sadness, and to keep on functioning, and to keep on, you know, obviously there are other people attached to me and they need me. So it has been a very, very hard journey for me. And, you know, when it just comes back and then it hits me again and again, it's like, you know, sometimes it gets too much for me to really bear.
But you know that it only means that it was not fully resolved from inside, right? That's the only reason it's coming back.
Yes.
And it is a good thing that it has to come out at some point. And the triggers may be something that are happening at triggers, which means that you have an opportunity to work on it to heal, right? I suggest, let me pull this book. Life Lessons to Experts on Death and Dying teach us about the mysteries of life and living. Please read this book, if you're not dead. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross.
Okay.
Right? Some knowledge, of course, is going to always help in situations to reinforce to ourselves a subject. That's what it is. You know this, you're already teaching, but the knowledge helps to reinforce, right?
Yes.
And this is very nicely written by Kubler-Ross and David Kessler of how and why we are going through several fears, and then, of course, they're bringing rational thinking to bring us out of it, and meditation they talk about and all of it. But we know this, that time and again, we have so many cases that everyone was going through a challenge. Meditation is absolutely giving the relief. You know this. Please continue. Some of the deep-rooted things will take time, including
Of
healing,
course.
physical and mental, both healings. Some of them take time. You know this, right?
Yes, I do.
But thank you.
Thank
Great
you
to-
so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We have Vijayalakshmi ji.
Namaste, sir. I'm Vijay Lakshmi from St. Louis. Daily, we are emptying our mind when we are doing meditation. So, is it one way we are told, Gnanagni Dagda Karmani? Is it also another way, removing our past karmas, meditation? And another question, sir. When we are emptying our mind, we feel the magnetic field around us. Is it possible while we are doing our house chores, when we practice without any thoughts in our mind?
Yes. Good questions. So when we are meditating, and the empty states of mind, dissolving things that are yet to experience, that's karma, right? Karma is dissolving anything that we are yet to experience, that we have put it in the field somewhere, and that it has to be still hasn't come into the reality, physicality. So the karma is a concept only on the earth plane. You know this. And so then it's not happened, and so it needs to happen. And dissolving some of those things that we are yet to experience, yes, it happens in meditation.
Okay.
So in meditation, for example, some deep-rooted memories that I hold on to, because of which I have to go through more fearful experiences to overcome them, to learn from overcome, it may be getting dissolved automatically in meditation. So many things will disappear, right?
Okay, sir.
The second thing that you're asking about is, can I experience that energy,
Emptiness.
right, during wakeful time?
Magnetic field. Yes, sir.
Yes, that feel around me, may wakeful time. Yes. Yes, there are people who are experiencing, they're sensitive to the energies around during wakeful time too, right? The moment you feel somebody walking by, they say, hey, you know, they get that energy or they feel that energy, sensitive to it. When people are interacting with you, you receive that energy from them. And so then you are also saying something a lot about them. Okay. Why don't you call them empaths or let's use the word, simple word, sensitive to energies. That's all. Okay. And so it is possible for us to become sensitive to what's there around us and experience that energy. Feeling, what does that mean? Suddenly feeling like a little bit of negativity or lowness, or suddenly feeling becoming very happy, joyful. It'll translate into some kind of an emotion, right? Or a feeling. That's one aspect. Second aspect is energy is information, wisdom. And so you're receiving an insight. Suddenly you felt a Yahoo, some new insight for something. So that's also a receival of a frequency of information into you. That's also energy, right? You tuned into a frequency, you received that, and then it is brought into your awareness to notice what it is. Okay. The energy can be interpreted many ways like that. So it's happening all the time in many ways. Okay.
Sir, we have one question in the chat from Surya. He says, from past 3 years, I worked in an MNC company. Suddenly my life cycle changed because I worked in night shift completely. Now I am trying to change myself every day, but I can't. I have a lot of things to do, but my actions aren't done.
So what was the last part? I lost it. So what is, I can't. I'm trying to change myself every day, but I can't. And I have a lot of things to do.
But my actions.
I'm not able to do. Okay, I'm not able to move into that action. Yes. Meditate. Continue this meditation. This meditation, we continue. It's sure going to bring the change. It's going to increase our willpower to enough that we move into the action to do that thing, whatever that could be, to find a new job in a new place in a different time shift or whatever. Just more meditation is required, that's all. First of all, it requires to remove all that past, because that past is bearing on us too much. The past is bearing, we drain our energy, and then also we are going through all conflicting signals to the field or to the body to take action, because you're not able to take action because once we say, oh, this is too bad, another is saying, I have to go forward. One is saying that, hey, stick into the old self, and then another is saying, go to the new self. It doesn't know how to do it, so it can't go forward. It's called the paralysis of thought, paralysis of the mind, so then the consciousness is paralyzed to take action in a situation like this. So what we have to do is to observe the breath, meditate, so clear the past, or at least reduce the rumination of the mind. And then also, when we are meditating, we are connecting to the field. And so we're making an intention that I want to experience my life differently. I'm ready to receive. That's the effect of meditating, where we're connecting to the field, sending that signal. And so then you are receiving enough support where our willpower increases in many ways, so then you can take that action. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Another question, what is the best time to do meditation? I can assume the time permits, it should be okay, but just wanted to hear from you.
You answer that, madam.
Yes. Anytime that you find the best is and suitable for you is the best time. Just that after taking a meal, meditation should be avoided. Otherwise, you can practice in morning, evening, or night before sleeping as well.
After taking a meal, meditation can be avoided. The reason being that you may go into sleep, that's all. There's no other side effect of doing meditation at any time. Thank you, Richard, for that answer. No side effect of doing meditation at any time. Before meal, after meal. Before sleep, after sleep. Before a meeting, after meeting. Right? Before cooking, after cooking. Anytime, it doesn't matter. Before watching a TV show, after watching a TV show, still fine too. Okay. But yes, like madam said, after meal, heavy body is trying to digest, so that time you sit down nicely, you can just go off into sleep. And so you may think that afterwards, hey, my 30 minutes now is gone, so I don't have any more time. It's from that purpose. But some are eating light. When you're eating light, it doesn't matter. Then you just sit down, meditate. It won't matter at all. Okay. Sorry, you have to do your own experimentation, madam. What is the right time for you? Yes.
Yeah. Don't have any other questions.
Could you please share the playlist with all the videos for the past and future sessions? You want everything of the future also, madam. Keep it unpredictable, madam. The reason we don't even give the topics, we don't talk about topics, is because If you know a topic and then you heard about the topic in some other place and say, oh, thought power, I know it also, I don't need it. We disconnect. Even though thought power can be told in infinite ways. Predictability comes. Predictability means experience is predicted. Conclusions are made. And so then we miss a lot of experience there. So past, somebody asked a question, can you please share the playlist with all the videos for the past and future sessions? I guess what you meant is give me the link of the playlist so that I can go on listening to the future videos, maybe that. In any case, yes, they are there. Richi madam, you can post the link, right?
Yes, sir.
You please subscribe to the Buddha Seva YouTube channel. We have two YouTube channels, Buddha CEO and Buddha Seva Live. Subscribe to them. Please share, please make a comment so more people can get it. But yes, subscribe to them and then you have live there on Buddha Seva YouTube Live. And then you have processed, edited videos of wisdom there on Buddha Seva channel. Take the last question. Mr. Ajit. Yes.
Chandra sir, I just wanted to thank you for all the effort what you're taking in and the patience what you have to answer each and every question with the highest level of clarity. Thank you so much, and my deepest gratitude for all the work what you're doing, you and your team.
Thank you, Ajit. I need that. We and all our team are grateful. Yes.
More and more power to you, sir.
Yes, thank you. Okay, friends. We'll see you all tomorrow again. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have.
What, Namita madam? Cold, feeling cold.
Yes.
Delhi is cold.
Yes.
It looks good though.
Yes. Yes. Enjoy.
In Delhi? You're in Delhi?
Yes,
okay.
Sir. For last time, sir.
We'll meet you in a we'll meet you in a week. We're shifting a base camp to Delhi, starting 11th at 12.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm really looking forward.
Okay.
Yes.
Mukherjee.
Namaste to everybody. Yes, we are in Texas with my daughter, Fort Worth. So, but we thought we will miss the cold, but it is cold here as well.
Okay. Good. So when are you coming back? Some more time later?
No, we are going on 20th of February back to New Jersey,
Okay.
preparing for your arrival.
Okay, sure. Me too. Plan.
Absolutely.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Thank you all.
Thank you.
You and Meenaji have to come back and share experience. We'll schedule this time.
We will do it. Right now, she is busy with the granddaughter.
After 20th then. Okay.
Yes, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you all for joining. We'll meet tomorrow again at the same time, 6 a.m. Bye.